Cool.
Let's see, live. Should have something going live right now.
Ooh.
Hello,
Yeah.
everyone. We are live on YouTube. And
We're live on YouTube right now. Okay, we're not live on the actual. We're not recording yet.
no, just live on YouTube.
Yeah.
And Twitch.
Hello. Sweet. All right.
I'm just tossing some hashtags in the video. And tossing some news in there. Oh man, that did not do what I thought it was going to do, but
I'm your little man. Gotcha.
save. Oh, Ginger left me. She was hanging out for a minute.
Look at this cutie.
All right. Let's see.
He's like looking into the camera at times.
Do we have any actual details about this family plan?
No, just that they're doing a family plan.
Okay. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I'm ready, but this is an intro, I guess. So,
This is our intro.
This is our intro.
Do we even know what number podcast this is?
I really don't. I don't remember. Something about Let's Game Already, .com. You can go there, check it out. We have a Discord. We have all kinds of stuff. And this is how I delay as I look up to see what episode number. And this is episode 9.
9. Wow.
Of the Let's Game Already podcast.
We might actually get the 10.
Maybe. Maybe in a month or two, Yeah. So, let's see. Shit happened. Then WrestleMania happened. And then
which was pretty fun, man. I enjoyed it, even though not a big WWE fan. I did enjoy it. Good show.
But yeah, I had a bunch of family issues that I tried to take care of. People get older, things happen. Thankfully, everybody's healthy and fine right now. Let's keep fingers crossed it stays the case. But we're back to talk about some video game news. It's been like 2 weeks, but we're here.
Only been 2 weeks.
Huh?
It's been like 3 weeks, right?
Well, it's 2 missed weeks and.
Right. Yeah.
This is the third. Yeah. But hey, we're back. We're back.
We'll get a show in at least once a month, right?
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
But plan is every week, but sometimes it's once a month. But How are you doing, Vern?
I'm good. How are you, Dustin?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. And
Yeah,
that's how we get our names out there. Dun.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Finger guns. Hell yeah. All right.
yeah.
I guess we can just jump into it. Talk about some news.
Yeah, the stuff that matters to only us.
Yeah. So only I mean, there's a couple others, but fuck them. The Witcher
You
4
know
is
what I mean?
coming out. It's gonna happen.
It's the news we care about, like The Witcher 4 for you, especially.
Yeah.
Since
Oh, I love
I'm
Witcher.
not a big Witcher fan, at least for the games. I like the TV show,
TV
even though I
show's
like
good.
the but I had a hard time getting into the games, all three of them. I've tried, Maybe I'll get around to Witcher 3 once it gets the update. I'll give it another shot. Maybe I'll get
Coward.
hooked that
No.
time. I mean, I get it. I get the appeal. Like the quest design is great, especially all the side quests. They did a really good job in what I played. But I put about maybe 20 hours into Witcher 3 and then I just stopped and then
Yeah.
never came back. And it's like I want to start it up again, but my save's gone and it's like, man, I got to play through all this stuff again. But at the same time, it's so much side content. I could go a different way and probably play other stuff. So
The aborted fetus baby. Oh man.
what?
Oh, that's a mission in The Witcher 3.
Oh, no,
Oh
I
yeah.
haven't. I haven't
And
played
it
that
is
one.
a gruesome, crazy ass mission.
Yeah,
It's a ghost mission.
that sounds exciting.
Yeah, it's one of the like craziest missions in the game, to be honest. But yeah, everybody knows what I'm talking about. It's played through The Witcher 3. It's amazing. But the big thing is CD Projekt Red is moving on from what
Their
is it,
own
the Red
in-house
Engine?
engine. Yeah.
Yeah, they are moving on to Unreal Engine 5. Now
Yep.
they're gonna still, of course they're gonna still use their engine for
Cyberpunk
Cyberpunk.
DLC. Yeah.
But they're moving over. And honestly,
That's what they
it's
got to
getting
do to
hard
make
and
things
harder for
better.
every developer to not switch over to something where they don't have to keep building. Well, they can put
Well,
more
yeah.
resources into
If you have a
like
whole division working on an engine,
yeah.
and it may be people who can work on implementing another engine rather than building an engine, that saves a lot of time.
Yeah.
You can get the game
It
out
doesn't mean you don't have
faster.
specialists on it. It's just yeah.
Well, yeah, you'll have people that are really good with the Unreal Engine, or the people that previously worked on the Red Engine will, transfer over and learn more about Unreal Engine 5. And if anything, it's only going to help Unreal Engine because
Yeah.
once you make a change to that engine, then everyone gets the changes across the board. That's
Also, most people that go to college that learn game engines, Unreal is
yeah.
pretty much the first one they toss at you because it's just
Well,
like, hey, like this
that
is
and
this is
what's
the
the other one?
industry.
Unity is still
Yeah.
used a lot,
But I mean, Unreal's the big juggernaut in the
yeah.
like it's just
Yeah.
everywhere.
And now you're seeing it being used for open world games, which was the thing that was kind of holding it back for a long time. The success of it. I mean, they did open world games with it. What the Batman games were Unreal, right? So
Yeah. But this
those
this
came.
is the first I can't say it's the first it's
It's not
just
the
a
first
really
big
big
RPG, but
it's just
yeah.
a real big developer taking it on. So it's yeah.
Mm-hmm. But this is happening across the board. A lot of people shifting over to it. So, there's good and bad about that. Like, I don't think it's a real problem as far as the way games look, because I remember with Unreal Engine 3, when that first came out, and, it was Gears, I think did it use 3? I think it used 3, right?
They used a version of 3, I believe.
Yeah, yeah. And ever since like that game came out, all the other games that used Unreal Engine 3 at that time, they looked a lot like Gears. You could see a lot of assets being reused, even if you changed the art around. It seemed like Unreal Engine games had a look that looked similar from game to game to game, Whereas with Unreal Engine 4 and now with 5, we're seeing that not being an issue, Like you can't even tell a game is using Unreal now, especially when you have fighting games even using it now. So that's a good positive, But yeah, I mean, do we know much about Witcher 4 other than that? Do we?
We know it's going to be a new school for the Witchers.
A new school.
Where they train Witchers. Like it's gonna be
Oh, okay. So it's not going to be a Geralt game. Like
no, it's gonna be its
he
own
might
thing.
be in it, but it won't be
Yeah,
a right.
I
And it's not going to be
imagine that's
Ciri because
yeah.
Ciri's not a Witcher, right? So I don't think she ever
Yeah, Siri
became.
never
She doesn't
becomes a
become one.
Witcher.
Yeah. So it might be a brand new Witcher character, which that's kind of scary because that was never written in the books, right? Unless they choose another character from the books that is a Witcher already. I don't know. I
I'm
don't know
not
much
sure
about the
how they're
books.
moving forward with it. Yeah.
But if they're creating their own Witcher character,
Well, the
uh,
games are
well,
their own universe
I know,
anyway.
I know,
But
but it's gonna be
they
weird
are
coming from not being Geralt anymore.
no, but they did work out that contract with the writer, the original writer for the whole thing to where he is helping them write the story and everything. Like
Oh, that'll be
it's
good then. Oh, if
because
he creates the character, that'll be helpful.
yeah, like he's helping write it because remember they signed off everything, but now they renegotiated, so he now gets a cut of the games and toys and all
That's
that other
right. Yeah,
crap,
I remember that.
and he's gonna yeah. On the other end, they get to use the books like the rest of the books, and they get to use
Hmm.
it'll help them out. So it's just I expect big things from Witcher 4.
Yeah, I'm excited about Cyberpunk DLC. It was nice just to see them mentioning it, meaning hey, it's still coming at least.
Yeah, and I'm
That game
curious.
is.
Yeah, I'm curious where to go with Witcher 4. I'm excited, but it'll definitely be the because to me, like yeah, I've talked about this a few times throughout the years. Is Witcher 3? I think revolutionized open world RPGs when it comes
Oh
to
yeah,
side quests. Like it
not
really
just side
fucking
quests, everything, world
yeah,
design.
it really
Yeah,
pushed it forward. And I know
everyone
people
wanted to be The
complain.
Witcher 3 after that.
Yeah, yeah, and people complained about like that there was a separate map for part of the map, but for what they
Oh.
did, neither map was small, and you
And
could
then
go.
2 huge DLCs came out too.
Yeah, but it's fucking an awesome game, and yeah, I'm still waiting for that patch with Vern. I need to finish my DLC,
Are
but
you
it's
gonna just
like
start from the beginning of the first DLC?
I
And
don't think I can because I've already played some of it, so I'm kind of waiting to finish Blood and Wine. I believe is the one I'm on.
yeah, we'll just finish that, and then you can play the second DLC with the new engine and stuff.
Yeah,
Not new engine, but the new
patch.
version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, what else we got? We got
Kingdom Hearts 4,
Kingdom
man.
Hearts. Yeah,
Yeah,
Kingdom Hearts.
it got. Well, I mean, we knew it was coming, but it got like a extended teaser, I guess you could call it. It was fairly long for a teaser trailer. Um, I mean, didn't really show all that much. It showed the new design of what's his name? I can't think of his name right now. Sora? Yeah. Um, it showed the new design of him, which is very what's it? Who's the artist who worked on all the Final Fantasy games recently? Not is it no Nomura, is that his name? I can't think of the name of the
I don't
artist.
know.
I gotta look this up now. Do. No, it wasn't Amano. Amano does all the like cover artwork. Yeah, yeah, it's Tetsuya Nomura. Um, that it looks full on Tetsuya Nomura now as far as the actual like art direction for the main characters. So it's got a more realistic vibe, which and it's even set in a more realistic setting. But Goofy and Donald are still in it. At the end of the teaser, they showed them, and then they hinted that Hades was behind them and about to cause some hijinks or something. But I mean, graphics look good. If you've played Kingdom Hearts before, you'll be excited. If you've never played Kingdom Hearts because you don't know what the hell's going on in the series, I wouldn't recommend starting with 4. Even though it is going to be a whole new storyline. They're kind of getting away from the old story. Um Outside of that, they showed the guys dressed up as what do they call that group? Organization 13 with the big black hoods and outfits and stuff. So they're back in it as well. So Who knows where they're gonna go with the story, or even if it'll make sense. But I personally love Kingdom Hearts. I'm, I guess, one of the weirdos who likes it. But I did go hardcore with that game. I played through every single Kingdom Hearts back to back to back over the course of maybe like 2 months. Probably a crazy thing to do, but I had a good time. And now I'm excited for 4. But there was really not much to say. We don't know when it's coming out.
Just like Witcher 4.
Yeah. I mean, but it was cool. I mean, they showed some actual like sort of gameplay, and it looked cool. It looked cool. Oh, we do know it's going to be on Unreal Engine 5. What they showed today, I think, was running on Unreal Engine 4, but the game will release on 5. So there's another one for you, Dustin. But that's not. I mean, Square Enix has already been using Unreal Engine, so it's not that big of a deal.
All right, let's see. We also had good news for game testing temps at Activision Blizzard. They were all made full-time employees, and
That's
I think
awesome.
they started a minimum of $20 an hour and up for full-time.
I mean, that's cool. I'm happy for them. I don't really want to get into unions on this podcast, because then you're getting
but
into
it was a
political
big
stuff.
It was a big plus for all the workers, and
Yeah.
as long
I
as
mean,
both sides are happy, like, good for them.
I'm in my job right now. I'm currently like temp to perm, so I'm hoping to go permanent just like them. So, well, were there? No, it's full time positions, right? Does that mean they're
It says
permanent
Activision
workers?
Blizzard converting all game testing temps into full-time employees.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're full time employees, meaning like permanent workers with benefits and all that stuff.
Yes.
Which is nice. I mean, that's got to feel good for them. It's hard enough to get a job in the industry and keep it, and at least they're at a company where they're likely to keep their jobs, because Activision isn't
about to be
going
bought
anywhere.
out.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what's going to happen to those kind of employees though once they shift over to Microsoft. I would assume Microsoft's not going to touch them a whole lot, but
No,
we'll
especially
see.
not like because we didn't put it in the news, but Microsoft, the people were asking Microsoft specifically, do you have a problem with these employees at Activision Blizzard unionizing? And Microsoft had the most PR, like, they could do whatever they like.
I mean, if
and
if they unionized, I mean, Microsoft would probably get rid of them right when they take over. I mean, that's probably
what does
what would
Microsoft
happen.
have a union? That's the real question.
No, they
Yeah.
don't. They don't have the unionized employees.
Yeah.
It just it doesn't really exist in the video game industry, and
no, but I'm talking about Microsoft. Period.
I don't know. Probably not. It's not really in tech.
I don't think so. Let's check. I'm gonna look it up.
I mean, they're jumping around from job to job to job so much, and I'm not sure how much unionization would help. If any, some people think it could help. I mean, but other people's will come up with reasons why it could hurt creativity. So, I mean, I'm in my opera singing career, I was part of a union, and that union did nothing for me. And I don't know. I haven't seen unionization work so well in creative workspaces, but it could help if they do it right. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, there's not much more on that. Good, happy for the employees. Hopefully, everybody.
I'm very happy they have full-time work, because now they're making their money. They're going to have their benefits. They can go and
Well, I don't know
whatever
if
they
this
do for
is
their
true or
health,
not, but I was reading somebody talk about it, and it sounded maybe like it's still based off like you're making $20 an hour full time, but it's salaried. So overtime wouldn't really apply in the same sense because your salary.
Yeah, but they'll be getting retirement. They'll be getting healthcare. Dental, vision, maybe whatever. Like,
and I said, this is something
alive.
I read off of a third person. So like, don't take anything I just said there as any kind of gospel.
If they're getting benefits, I mean, that's really important. Because I mean, you want to have healthy employees. Come on.
Yeah. Let's see, Max Payne.
Yeah, Max Payne 1 and 2 getting a remaster from Remedy. This is hilarious because Remedy made Max Payne 1 and 2 and then sold the IP was it Take-Two, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or Rockstar, but no, to Rockstar, which is part of Take-Two. So they sold it to them, and then they used that money to make Alan Wake. Actually, that's like how they were able to go independent, and stay afloat for whatever 6 or 7 years they worked on Alan Wake. But
Yeah.
it was a long, maybe it was 4 or 5. It just felt long. Um, and now they're making this remake for the people they sold the IP to. So it's kind of funny.
Hey.
But it's a full on remake though. This isn't just a remaster, you know? So, I mean, that's pretty exciting. I mean, those games were pretty cool. But yeah, they're using the Northlight game engine, which I would say Microsoft helped build, which is so funny that they still have that. And it's being financed by Rockstar, and the size of the game will be in line with a typical Remedy AAA game production. So we're talking, like Quantum Break, like Controls. This isn't going to be some garbage little upres. It's a full-on remaster. And I'm really curious what they're going to do with like
Are they
character
doing two separate
likeness and
games, or are they?
voices. It's both games in one, I think.
Okay. Just one really long game.
Well, it just says they're going to remake the iconic Max Payne and Max Payne 2 video games. So I guess, I mean, they could release them as separate releases, but I doubt it. Unless they do like two like lower priced releases so you can buy them separately if you want to. I really don't know. But the fact that they're using the latest engine, means it's going to look good. Well, we hope it's going to look good. The work they did on, what was it, Crossfire, was that what it was called? Crossfire X? That looked like garbage, even using the Northlight engine. So that doesn't guarantee that it's going to look good. And the character designs were not good in Crossfire X either. So that's my one worry, I guess. Like the character models and stuff, because Max Payne 1 and 2, I mean, those were old games, so they don't have a really good foundation to work with. It's going to be all new character models. So, and I wonder what they're going to do with the likeness. I assume what's his name? I can't think of his name now. The guy they used for the likeness was it Sam Lake? Yeah, Sam
Yeah.
Lake. Yeah, they used his likeness actually for Max Payne, for the face of Max Payne. So I would assume they'll use his likeness, but make it younger, obviously, than what he looks like now. But I guess they're gonna have to record all the voice work again and everything. So it's gonna be a pretty cool remaster. I'm excited about it. I like Remedy though, so I guess you don't care much about it, Dustin.
It's okay. I'm not as big of a fan as you.
Well, they're solid shooters, man. Every Remedy game I've played is a solid shooter. I didn't like the story so much in Control, but it was still a fun game. In other, I guess not remaster news, but coming back to old games news, Return to Monkey Island is coming out this year. What was awesome too, I want to say back in like either 2013 or 2014, Robert Gilbert. Well, no, it's Ron Gilbert. He tweeted that if he ever made a new Monkey Island game, he would announce it on April Fool's Day as a joke. And on April 1st, that's when he announced this game. So, what it is I don't know if people are familiar with Monkey Island, the adventure game series, starting from LucasArts, who published it. Well, Ron Gilbert was the real guy behind it. And the third game in the series, he had already left LucasArts by that time, so he had no involvement with the third game and the fourth game, and then the Telltale series and stuff like that. Well, third, fourth, yeah, I think it was 2 games and then a series, yeah, the Telltale series. So this game is actually getting rid of those past 3 games, and it's going to be the true sequel to the second Monkey Island 2, LeChuck's Revenge. And it's called Return to Monkey Island. So, kind of cool, I think it's awesome. If I don't know if you've played. Have you played Monkey Island, Dustin?
No, I've never played any of the Monkey Island games. The
You should.
closest I've been to it is Sea of Thieves. That's what I'm saying.
You might like it now, just because it does have similar humor and a sort of vibe to Sea of Thieves.
Mhm.
Sea of Thieves certainly seems inspired by
Well,
the
that's why
kind
they
of
had the little theme
humor.
thing
Yeah,
in there.
yeah. So just liking Sea of Thieves, it would probably be a fun game to revisit. And both of them got really good remasters with redone artwork and everything. Um, that I believe are backwards compatible on the 360 and look pretty good. So they're worth going back to. I think they're pretty hard. They're point and click adventure games. So it's one of those games where you look around the area, you have to pick up something as that's part of the environment, goes into your inventory. You might combine things inside of your inventory to make new things to use on new things in the environment. And you're essentially solving like a giant puzzle with a big long storyline. So it's similar to like all the old LucasArts games, the Sierra games you might be familiar with if you're an older PC gamer. Um, I mean, kids playing this stuff now, they wouldn't even know what to do with these kind of games. But they're brain teasers, but they're fun. And they were really funny, actually. The original Monkey Island games, the first two especially, were very funny. So I'm super excited about this. And I love that he announced that on April 1st, just like he said he would years ago. So, and I think it's in collaboration with Devolver Digital and Lucasfilm Games. So hopefully it's got some money behind it. I don't know what the artwork's going to be like. I do know that for the voiceovers, at least for Guybrush Threepwood, I think is his name. The guy who's normally voices him is coming back for this, so that's good too. So yeah, Monkey Island, woo!
All right, I'm gonna shit on your parade a little bit.
What?
Well, I know you love streaming services, and
Oh yeah. Actually, I think Stadia is awesome, even though the game selection sucks. The tech is great. I actually
well,
messed around with Stadia again about yesterday. Because I moved my Chromecast back out to the living room and played around with
mhm.
it. It's even better now. It's so responsive and just pretty
Well,
awesome
let me
tech
tell
now.
you a better platform than even Stadia, but it's closing down sadly. Tencent streaming service,
Yeah, don't
the
care. Never even
pinnacle
heard of it.
of streaming, is it's ending.
Never heard of it.
Yeah.
I wonder why they're ending it. I mean, Tencent's the largest. I mean, that's the most revenue out of any gaming company, right?
Yeah,
In the
they're
world.
number one behind Sony, and
So
then
why are they
once
why
this all this stuff comes together for Activision Blizzard and Microsoft, then it'll be Microsoft be number 3.
I just wonder why Tencent is canceling it.
Honestly, it's probably server cost.
Oh, wait, no. This isn't a video game streaming. This is a game streaming platform like Twitch.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes, Twitch, like
Game
Penguin
streaming service.
Esports, never achieved a substantial market share in China, but Tencent already owns the country's two largest game streaming platforms, Douya and Huya, via previous acquisitions. So I think, yes,
Oh,
yes,
that's what
it's
I
a
get for reading a headline.
Twitch-like service.
Well,
So, like, yeah,
another one bites the dust.
yeah. I mean, who's gonna compete with Twitch? I mean, other than YouTube, like,
That's why we stream on both. Why
yeah,
we stream on both. All
yeah. And
right.
who? Yeah. So yeah, that's that.
And then we have all new PlayStation Plus launches. Oh man, you
Yeah,
got to
that's
be
in
so
June,
excited.
right?
Yeah, June. June, we're going to get all new so they're
700
essentially
games.
they're blowing up their service and then they're just redoing it with
They're
new names.
combining. They're just combining PS Plus and they're combining PlayStation Now into
Yeah,
one.
the one thing. That's
That's
what it
it.
is.
That's
Yeah,
all it
that's
is.
really it.
And they're adding backwards compatible. Well, not backwards compatible. I want to say classic games, but that's only going to be PlayStation 1 and 2 that are
Yeah,
native, and then PlayStation 3 is going to be streaming just like it is
all
anyway
streaming.
right now.
Yep.
So,
Yay.
I ain't buying it. I'm
Yeah,
just gonna.
I unsubscribed
Yeah, I
don't.
mean, I'm subscribed for another year and a half, so but I won't resubscribe after that likely, unless they start putting, first party content on it,
Yeah,
If they
right
do
now I
that,
don't
then
care.
I'll.
Yeah.
If they do what Game Pass is doing, I will subscribe.
Yeah.
I would definitely subscribe. It'd be worth it. Just
$15 a month, I'd pay for it for PlayStation. Yeah,
yeah.
I'd
Well,
do
I
it.
mean, because you figure, I usually buy 2 or 3 PlayStation exclusives a year. You know,
Yeah,
that's not too far. And if you're paying for the yearly, isn't it like 100 something a year, 120 a
something
year?
like that.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so I'd be spending the same amount I was, except I could play all of the first party stuff they release every year. So, um, I would love it if they did that personally, but I don't think so. Not soon enough.
Yeah.
I think that's a few more years off. It's gonna take them losing a lot of market share to Xbox because of Game Pass before they start releasing first party games, in my opinion.
Yeah. And yeah, I am unsubscribed.
So we have 3 tiers, right?
Yeah.
We have
We have
a
Essential.
9.99 tier, which is just PS Plus essentially.
Yeah.
Um,
Still get your discounts, your couple games a month you get. That all
Online
is still there.
multiplayer, cloud
Yeah.
storage, yeah, same stuff. Then you have PlayStation Plus Extra, which is $14.99 a month, and then that adds PS Now
Yep.
essentially. So you get the PS4 and PS5 games now though. So they're adding PlayStation 5 games to the PlayStation Now portion of PS Plus or whatever you want to call it. So that's good. And then but
Then you got super duper premium
for
extreme tier.
$17.99 a month. So for another $3 a month, you're getting
Game
PS3
streaming.
games available. Oh, wait. Interesting. So the game streaming is not available in the $15 a month plan.
No. That is a ultimate super duper plan.
That Yes. Okay. So you're getting for the $15 a month, you're not getting the streaming. You're getting the streaming in the $17.99 monthly plan, which, man, that's pretty rough, actually. Yeah, I don't like this, Dustin. Not a
Me
fan.
neither.
The only thing I do like is that you can buy it yearly. So you get the $17.99 a month plan. You can get for $120.
Yeah, it goes. I
Yearly.
think what is
So
it? It's 60, 100, and then 120 for the yearlies, if I remember
the
correctly.
120 for a year is not bad, honestly, for this deal. Like, if I
No,
were a PlayStation gamer only, I'd probably I consider this.
just so people know, Game Pass is 180 a year.
Yeah, but you have to pay the 15
Because you're
a
paying,
month,
yeah.
and they don't let you buy it yearly. Which sucks. Hope that'd be nice if Microsoft kind of counters this by releasing a yearly price.
Yeah. Especially for all the people that they know use the get 3 years and upgrade on.
What they should do,
It should give us
they
a.
should they should up Game Pass Ultimate. Well, they should make Game Pass $14.99 a month or whatever, or $12.99 a month maybe, instead of 10, and then do $17.99 a month for Game Pass Ultimate, but then let you buy a year for $120,
Yeah.
just like this is. And then I think that would be a way for them to make more revenue because most people don't buy yearly subscriptions; they will go month to month, and it would allow the hardcore fans to get it for a good price.
I agree.
I hope they do something like that, but we'll see. We'll see. There's rumor actually of Game Pass raising its price. So
Yeah. And then we have Game Pass Family Plan. It's coming, Vern.
yeah, just after the PS Plus stuff came out, it wasn't announced, but it was Windows Central reported that a Game Pass Family Plan is in the works. I think they said with like 5 members they're talking. I don't
Yeah, it
remember what the
sounds like
number
it.
was.
Same household. They say same household.
5 separate
Yeah.
Xbox Game Pass accounts. Yeah.
What do you think you charge for that?
It says it will be cheaper than paying for 5 separate Xbox Game Pass accounts. So it's going to be cheaper than $50 a month. I think they're going to charge double of what it is right now.
Do you think they go 40 a month?
I think they go. No, I think they go 30 a month.
30 a
I
month?
think they go 30 a month is my guess.
Yeah, I'm curious how they enforce that.
I think it's gonna be 30 for Game Pass Ultimate Family Plan
Because
a
what
month.
stops you from, like, just theoretically, me, you, Maria, Jason?
Well, first off, you're not going to be sharing it with one other person the same way we're doing now.
Yeah.
You see, you would share it per account. So what I'm wondering is what's going to happen is what if we don't if they cancel sharing from a single? I don't know. We'll see. Maybe they won't. But my guess is the way it'll work, you could probably share to one person, and then 4 other accounts can be connected. You know what I mean? So if we did it, Maria probably wouldn't even need an account. Let's say I bought it, and then
Yeah.
I would share with Maria because of the home console thing,
Mm-hmm.
and then that would still allow for 4 other accounts to be attached. Now my question is, could those accounts that are attached then share using the home console thing? Because if that's the case, you could have up to 10 people using one account possibly.
Yeah.
If it works like that. We just don't know how it's going to work though.
Yeah, it's like that's
You could game this system
curious
big
how you
time if it's
abuse
similar
it.
like it is now. If it's
Yeah.
similar to the way it is now, you could game this big time. And
Yeah.
then it'd be awesome. Then they could spend 20 they can make it $20 a month and we wouldn't care.
Yeah, and just whatever.
We'll have our Game Pass commune account.
Yeah. Well, I'm just curious how they do it. Like, it's so weird.
They might charge more though. It might be 40 a month. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Because even if it's 40 a month,
It's worth it then. So.
and like all your friends are just pitching in $10. Like you said, 5, that's 50. I mean, that's you're still getting Game Pass Ultimate for $10 a month.
Yeah.
Like, it's
not bad.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
I'll take it though. I hope it's soon. I'm sure we'll find out probably in May or something, either May or June.
All right, we got some old news we can go over real quick if you want to bitch about stuff.
Speaking of May and June, I mean, we can talk about E3 being canceled, right?
Oh, E3's dead. I don't know if y'all heard this. It's gone. It's whatever.
It's not gone. It's canceled for this year, the streaming event supposedly.
Well,
and that was because apparently everyone was going over to Jeff's show, the Summer Games, whatever. So
Jeff, your show sucks.
I don't want to be too mean, but I think it's terrible too.
I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck. I think the Game Awards was non-vomitable last year, I guess.
No, the Game Awards has gotten better every year. I will say that.
I mean, it's like if I'm on a suicide watch list watching the Game Awards, and it's over the years, I've gone from extreme to less and less.
Yeah,
but it's not good.
But you still don't like it, yeah.
It's still I'm here for the announcements, and I give two shits about the rest of it.
Does that mean it gets worse because it's the only game in town?
Yeah.
Or does he just hold serve and it stays kind of mediocre? Mm-hmm. I'm not a big fan.
Look, these are the only press conferences that matter. Microsoft, Sony. That's it. Nintendo shit's fucking awful.
Nintendo Directs are good. The ones that are around E3 time. The June Nintendo Directs are always fantastic, I will say. I've enjoyed them every year. Sony shows are pretty good, Microsoft's have been pretty good lately. I mean, Microsoft should be really good now. They can just do their own Activision Blizzard show. They could do their own Bethesda show. They could do their own Xbox Game Studios show.
What you're saying is they could do their own E3.
They essentially could. They could. I'd like to see them completely detached from, I guess from Jeff's E3 summer thing. But I guess they don't. Well, all he does anyway is just say, "Hey, this is my E3 show. Check out this stream."
Yeah.
That Microsoft's doing. You're like, you didn't do anything. And you're putting that on your schedule, So, I don't know. Whatever. I hope E3 comes back physical. I really hope so, because I have a lot of great memories. So I really, really hope. And I'm gonna miss those giant bomb shows, man.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
do them anymore.
honestly that's the only that was like one of the best parts of E3 was the
That's the
giant bomb
best thing
after
about.
show.
For me, it was the best thing about
Yeah.
E3. I loved the
Well, it was the
giant bomb shows.
conferences and then
And
giant
then at
bomb
night,
E3
you
show.
get
Yeah.
yeah.
Like that was it. Like the rest of E3 you could have thrown away for the most part. I don't,
Yeah.
It was just like and then like the height of the giant bomb was cuz you just didn't get they had Phil Spencer every year come and talk and bullshit around for like an hour and a half. And it was awesome. Where it was just like, oh, wipe off the dick off the board in the back that has Crackdown 3 next to it. Like, yeah, okay, hey Phil.
Yeah. A lot of great stuff happened in those shows. But feels like it's becoming a thing of the past, and I'm gonna be
If
really sad.
anything, they should somehow, I don't know,
Do a virtual
of
thing, yeah.
yeah.
They phone in, well, video in people, and do some kind of thing around that E3 week. Like,
Well, let's be honest. Everything's going to be recorded from now on. Like it's not like even the last like Microsoft stuff, like that wasn't I don't believe any of that shit was actually live. That was just them standing on a blue screen stage, everything was recorded and they just broadcasted it in the format of their show. That's fine.
I think they do some of the stuff
But what
live,
you
but they
could
always have a
do,
backup video.
screw that. Just do the whole thing on a video.
Well, yeah, I
The
agree.
entire thing. And then you broadcast it and an hour later Phil just walks in the Giant Bomb studio and they do a podcast.
And they interview him.
Like they just do the podcast and have a couple beers, drink, and talk about video games, and that's it. And then Phil could bring on like fucking the 5 studio heads or whoever showed off their games at E3, and they just talk.
Yeah.
You just want to see like a week of Giant Bomb, a Giant Bomb roundtable week where they just bring in studio heads and be like, hey, what and have those 5-hour long shows where they're just cycling people through. That's kind of what you want.
Yeah, that would be great. That would be great. And
because
plus,
that's kind of
Phil
what
Spencer, I was saying, Phil Spencer still has to do his video where he helps what's his name, Jeff Gerstmann, reorganize
clean out his
garage. Yeah, clean out his garage. Yeah, so I mean that's gonna happen. I mean Phil agreed to it, and I imagine it someday that will happen, and it's gonna be awesome. So.
I mean, they could like record something like at the end of the Giant Bomb roundtable thing, and this could be pre-recorded, of course. But it just has like they end it with Jeff opening his garage, and then there's just a silhouette of him and Phil looking at it, and then they end the stream there.
Oh no!
They do that like 6 months down the road. They do the
where he's actually cleaning it out. Yeah.
You don't do it on the same stream, but you knock that shit into like 2 videos.
I'm pretty sure Jeff Gerstmann has lots of old like Xboxes and Xbox games in his garage, so that's what would be funny about it. And they can talk about that stuff, and Phil would have like a really deep relationship to all that old shit.
Even the PlayStation, all that shit, he'd be able to riff.
Oh yeah, for sure. It'd be fun. It'd be a fun show. But yeah, what other old news did you want to talk about?
Oh, let's see. Let me roll through. Sony like really fucked up with Gran Turismo 7. Pissed off a lot of the community.
They did.
Because they kept all this bullshit locked behind the gates of online activity, essentially. And after all the reviews came out, they started just fucking people over with DLC and everything else. And that was just the first part. Then people found a way, I'm not going to say to game the system, but it is a game, and people found a way to make money. And then they were like, oh, that was never the intent. So they took all the like, hey, you can't, this was the easy race to make money. Yeah, you're not going to be able to make money like that no more. And just started using every system to fuck the player out of advancing.
Yeah.
To force you to like really have to grind like to an insane level to make any money. And yeah, they pretty much pissed off the whole community and have given everybody a million credits and apologized and say, "Hey, we're bringing things back. Don't worry, we're sorry." And it's like,
All I know is I'm not buying that game.
yeah,
So
yeah, they kind of, yeah, don't Sony,
honestly, I
don't fuck
probably
up like
won't
that.
buy another simulation type game that isn't Forza. Just because I
And
don't
you
like
won't
them.
even buy Forza.
No, I'm playing on Game Pass.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah.
Oh, in other news, this is exciting. Xbox has unveiled a new publishing division focused on cloud native games.
Yeah.
It's called their Cloud Gaming Organization. So essentially, I mean, if you've played Crackdown multiplayer, that's that kind of thing. You know, it's not. It doesn't mean that the entire game is, cloud streaming. It means that portions of the game or technology in the game is using cloud technology. So using the servers for things, for advanced AI routines, or like for instance, a flight simulator would be a perfect example of it.
Should I make a
Because,
suggestion
yeah,
for a game?
yeah.
I'd love to make a suggestion.
What?
1 versus 100, Phil. Put it in
Oh,
the
people have
cloud.
been talking about that forever. It's never happening.
No, I'm just saying, in the cloud. This would be the perfect cloud game for
It
their
would
little
be
cloud
because it doesn't
service.
require any kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Just
agree.
cloud it. Turn it into a
But
cloud
that
thing.
can just be a streaming game. That doesn't even have to be. But it'd be
Say
like
you run it
if
through their
you're.
cloud whatever studio, and then it's like an instant success. Like it
Yeah.
instantly turns into like gold, and you
Well,
instantly take over. No, honestly, you would
why does that
instantly.
game? Why would that game have to be cloud side, not like server side, and not just right local and then using the servers? You
Well,
know,
you just have everybody log into that, and then it instantly streams. They partnered with
or
Twitch.
the video portion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
So yeah,
partner
that would make sense.
specifically with Twitch.
That would make sense. I mean, yeah,
It would
that
be
would
the
still be
biggest game on
technically a cloud
Twitch,
game. You know. Yeah, I like it. I'm down with it.
and you could have it stream on whatever. You could have it stream on PlayStation, Switch, anything that fucking you just let it go.
Mm.
All right.
Oh,
Was
other
there anything
studio
else?
news. Yeah, you can talk about PlayStation. They went ahead and picked up Jade Raymond Studio.
Yeah,
Raymond
they're doing a
Studios,
multiplayer
yeah.
game.
Yeah, that's a good pickup for Sony, man. Jade Raymond got first famous for like kind of being the face for Assassin's Creed 2. She's pretty much she's a producer, so she builds development teams essentially. So after she was done with the Assassin's Creed development team, that's when she completely built the studio that worked on, was it Splinter Cell, was it Chaos Theory, the most recent one? I think that's the one. Anyway, she built that entire team and released the game in a very short period of time, and it was a good game. So, and then she left, and then she created Motive, which was an Electronic Arts studio that worked on the single player portion of Battlefront 2, I believe. And then she left there and she created this new studio. What's it called again? Haven Studios. And they had made a partnership with Sony to make a multiplayer game. I'm sure it's going to be good because pretty much everything she touches is good. And but they've only worked on single player stuff before, so this will be a new thing for them to work on a multiplayer game. But anyway, Sony went ahead and acquired the team, so now they are a first party team. So that's just another move for Sony to get more of that multiplayer action. I mean, that's obviously a reason why they grabbed Bungie, get that consistent revenue coming in from a games as a service game. But I think it's a great pickup.
I agree. I agree. All right. I don't have any other more gaming news.
Yeah, I'm not all that interested in anything else. What you been playing, Dustin?
What have I been playing? I played some Destructoid. It is Geometry Wars S.
Oh yeah.
120 frames per second, 4K version of Geometry Wars. It has some cool filters. I don't know. It's not as good as Geometry Wars.
Nothing.
And if anything, it made me play more Geometry Wars because I was playing it.
And you're like, I want to play the real thing.
But it's like the off-brand Geometry Wars.
Wait, what's the name of the game? Destructoid?
I
I thought
think
that
it's
was the name of a. Isn't Destructoid like a website? Yeah, it is.
or maybe not Destruct. What
Is it just Destructor?
is it Destructor? I'm looking in the store now. Trying to pull up. Great content. It's what we.
It is great
strive.
content. Well, dude, it's all about
I'm trying to remember what the fuck
it's
this game's called.
anticipation, it's suspense. You know,
Yeah.
when the mic goes dead, they're like, oh my god, what's happening? What's gonna happen? What are they gonna say
play
next?
something?
What are they gonna say next? And then
Let's see.
nothing exciting happens.
Recently played. Let's see. Oh, no, it's none of those games. I'll tell you that much. You know what? I think I can use the Xbox app on my phone and figure it
To
out.
see what you.
I'll tell you, like they've really fucked up the app on the PC. That's all I know.
Yeah.
I can never get the stuff I want to on it anymore.
They haven't done a great job with the PC. Like the games are good, but they haven't done a great job with just the general usability for the Xbox app. I find. I mean, everyone.
Oh, that's what it's Devastator. That's what it was called.
Devastator.
Yeah, Devastator.
That's like Destructoid's a
Yeah.
kind of has been a video game website that no one cares about. It might even be dead now. I don't know.
But yeah, it's a lot of colors.
Destructoid still exists. It does.
Devastator.
Yeah. So anything else?
Well, no, that was just like the memorable one. I picked up Jurassic Park 2 Evolution, whatever that freaking title is for that game.
Yeah.
Jurassic World Evolution 2. That's what it is. All right.
So you're making dinosaur parks now.
Oh, I'm making dinosaur parks and just allowing the T-Rexes to eat the people.
They just run free and kill everyone?
Yeah, of course. It's the only way to play.
Fun. Yeah, that's good.
See, I loaded up the Division 2 again. I started playing just bullshitting around on that.
We need to finish that and go on to the DLC.
In New York,
you know?
Yeah.
New York Part 2.
We both played a little Sea of Thieves the last couple of weeks. We tried the new little thing, the little fortresses that pop up.
It's just more of the same, though. Like, there's really not much to bring you back. There's no new real gameplay elements. There's not a new portion of the world. It doesn't feel like there's anything to progress towards.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh no, but Vern, didn't you hear? They're adding levels to the merchants, so you go from 20 to 30 now. So we're pushing you back to say that you didn't progress all the way. So you better play so that you feel like you've accomplished something.
Yeah, I mean,
like what? Like no.
For newcomers, I mean, see, this is great. I love the game, but I played it enough. I played it enough, and it's not to say the game's not good. I love it, but I've just played it enough. That's where I am with it. I'm not sure they really could do that much to bring me back for a long period of time at this point.
They need to. I'm tell you right now, they need to see a Thieves 2, because if y'all can't figure out some fucking new missions,
I think a steampunk cloud air based kind of thing where you're on top of the clouds instead of water, that'd be freaking cool, man. Blimps and stuff, and it'd be fun.
Like, just do Blood Wake.
No. Yeah. Well, no, it's Crimson Wake, Blood Skies. Yes.
Yeah. Crimson Wake, Blood Skies. It'd be great.
Yeah.
No,
anything else?
Crimson Wake, Skies of Blood.
Oh yeah, or Bloody Skies. Skies of Blood sounds better. You're right.
Yeah, Skies of Blood.
That's SOB, like son of a bitch.
Oh,
is this Eric?
Is he here?
This is Eric. Let's see if he can talk. Eric.
Oh wait.
Can you hear us?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Sorry.
Eric.
I have to redo a bunch of stuff.
You already you came in at the end of it, pretty much.
As always.
I apologize.
We're just talking about what we've been playing. So I guess you can.
I might as well say hello, everybody. It's Eric. I've been playing Weird West. Talk about one of the greatest.
Oh, what'd you think of that?
Titles.
I played a little of it. How far did you get into it?
I I think I'm about 4 hours in it. Said last time. I'm about to
Oh,
hit
so
on get on now.
you've put some time
Finally to
into it.
play.
Yeah.
4 hours in. I gotta say, this is to me. This game is doing a lot of things for such a small, 20 dudes who made it. It's masterclass
Yeah, but they've
for a
worked on good
twin
games in the
stick.
past. This is from the same This is from previous Arcane developers, right? That worked on Prey and
Yeah, and
what
but I
else?
didn't know that they
Dishonored.
left. Yeah, they
Yeah.
left the studio, set
Yeah.
up their own. It's just
Yep.
and that's crazy. And they're pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. Like as a bounty hunter, I was like, okay, let's see how this is gonna go. It's a twin stick shooter, so you got the top view.
Mm-hmm.
But oh my gosh, there's so much like this crazy stuff you could do when you go hunting and you got your bow and you're skinning the animals and stuff. You're cooking when you got to get your bounty. The most
Yeah, it's an
crazy
immersive
thing
sim,
was
right?
yes, it's an immersive sim. One of the most craziest things that happened was like I got the dude, and I was trying to. We got to go back, so we were walking across the desert. I mean, walking across the map, but I had to take camp. So I went to camp, and I'm coming back, and I realized, oh, he's sleeping, and I could pickpocket him. I could pickpocket my bounty. I thought that was insane.
That's
It's
great.
just, it's just such a great game. You have so many different abilities. It has a lot of like a vendetta system in it, like Shadow of Mordor, basically. It's
Oh,
pretty dope.
okay. What do
They
they call
remember
that in
stuff
Shadow Mordor?
too.
What do they call that in the
I
Mordor
forgot,
games?
and it works insane in this. For an indie game, well, I keep saying it, but in this game, it works insane because you can have companions, and then they might beef with them. I was like, what the hell's going on here? I was like, this is crazy. It's just one of those
Nemesis
type of
system. That's
games.
what they called it
Yeah,
in
the Nemesis
Mordor.
system.
Yeah.
Yes, and it has a very. I'm trying to keep up with the story. I couldn't understood the main one, but then there's a whole bunch of weird stuff, crazy enemies. That's why it's called the Weird West.
Well,
But
yeah,
it's
there's
dope.
like zombies and stuff in it, right?
Yeah, one of the worst people I met was the damn pigman with the cleavers. You could be just walking out in the street, you trying to just go to your next bounty, and they just attack you. It's like, "What's up?" And they just come running at you with cleavers, and you gotta like roll, dodge, shoot. It's insane.
Yeah, I only got
Uh,
about an hour into it, but
you
what I
gotta
played
play it.
seemed cool.
Keep playing. Oh my gosh,
Yeah, stick
I'm
with it, huh?
stunned. I'm stunned. I do like what they've achieved with this because I wish a lot of other games was like this.
Nice. You've been playing anything else exciting?
Um, Tunic, I played. I need to get deeper in that. That is a
I
very good
like
game.
Tunic. I think I'm
That
like
is a very
halfway
good
through it
game.
or close to halfway through it
Yeah,
or
it's
so.
a nice game. I appreciate the Zelda type of games like that because they're trying to like reimagine certain things. It's pretty good. But that's all I've been playing much.
Okay,
I don't think there was
cool.
any other major release. I'm trying to
I
remember.
I played about 3 hours of Godfall.
Godfall, was it something released for it?
Yeah, it was released for Xbox.
Okay, finally,
Yeah,
got
yeah.
there.
And
Nice.
with native Dolby Vision, and there's
Oh
120
snap.
hertz mode too.
Okay, now they really then they stepped their game up. So they
Yeah,
pushed it.
yeah, and apparently like where Godfall is now as far as compared to what it was at launch is in a completely different state. I think it's pretty fun. I'd like to find a group to play to play it with. The combat's pretty fun. It's Dark Souls ish, but obviously not hard like Dark Souls. But it's got the same kind of dodge mechanic, the long attacks. But there is a combo system too, and um, there are some cool special abilities. So it's like very Destiny like in style as a games as a service kind of game. It's 3 players at a time. It's co-op. There's not PvP. But the performance is good. The art direction's kind of cheesy, but if you're like into old video games, then the artwork's not going to turn you off. Like it's very old school as far as the artwork's concerned. But I think it looks cool. The music was cool. Sounds good. I mean, it seems like a quality game actually, a
Oh,
lot
it's
better than.
called Godfall Ultimate Edition.
Yes,
That's
yes,
what
it
it's
has
called.
all the
That's why.
DLC that
So
was released and everything. Yeah,
that's why
and it's only thirty
they've
bucks right
improved.
now.
Yeah, I
It's on
see it. They've
sale for
improved a lot.
25% off. So instead of
Yeah.
being $40 at retail, it's 29 right now for during the spring sale. So yeah, I think it's fun. I like it. We'll see if I
Nice.
keep playing it though. And besides that, what else have I been playing? Finally got back into Tales of Arise again since Dustin was playing that, and our friend Gideon just beat it. So back into that and enjoying it. But outside of that, not a whole lot. I'm ready for Halo to get this new content.
Finally,
at this
we
point.
get some content for Halo. They
Oh
had
yeah,
me.
we never
I
even
was
talked
off
about
of
that.
Halo
Yeah,
forever. I didn't even play Halo
is it
for
May
months.
1st or
It's
May?
May 3rd. May 3rd.
May 3rd. Okay.
Yes, it looks good. Looks good. People mad at them that they took so long and they still want other stuff, but they're happy that okay, we finally got something.
But it's not a lot of content still. It's only
Yeah, 2
the
maps.
2 maps. I mean, one's a big team battle map, which is big, but yeah, that's not
No
gonna keep me
more
playing for that long.
excuses. Call me Barlow.
Oh man, yeah, I know. I feel like him now.
I'm happy for certain content because I could tell at this rate, like it seems like really like it's trying hard to release stuff, but they had to focus on other stuff. That's just how it works.
No, but they have had extra time. Now it's time for them to cough up the goods. And
Oh, I was playing MLB The Show quite a bit. The new one.
yeah,
It's good.
Was it good? Okay.
It's good. I mean,
is it
it's
just
MLB
more of
The
last
Show.
year, or
Yeah, it's not too much different from last year. So, I mean, if you played last year's game, it's close enough. Like,
Okay.
you know if you like it or not. But, yeah, I did play some of that. And we got some new Game Pass games coming soon. On the 12th of April, Life is Strange True Colors comes out, which that's a pretty recent
True
game.
Colors.
Yeah, it's the third Life is Strange.
Wait, there's a
well,
third one? I thought that
yeah.
was like a new. Okay.
Okay, so there was Life is Strange, and then they had the prequel, right? And then they
Okay.
released Life is Strange 2, and then the third one is called Life is Strange True Colors. So that comes out on the 12th, and I mean it hasn't been out that long, so that's a pretty new game to get on Game Pass, which is cool. And then in the beginning of May, May 5th, Trek to Yomi comes out.
Yep,
And that
I'm
freaking
installing it right now.
awesome, man.
Reinstalling it, and I can't wait to play it.
It's less than a month away now, so
I was stunned
but
that was hitting Game Pass.
that looks awesome. That
Yeah.
looks really awesome. It's like a black and white, samurai game. It's like 2D, like side scroller,
Yep.
But it looks so stylish, looks awesome. I love the way the animations look, and it just looks like it's going to be a good old school game,
Yeah.
with a nice coat of polish. So excited about that. Were there any other big Game Pass announcement recently? I don't know.
No,
I didn't really.
that was it.
That was all that was on it. Oh yeah, we also found out recently. Speaking of Game Pass, the Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy? Didn't Square Enix come out and say that that game is finally finding its kind of community? Like people are finally playing it now that it's on
Funny
Game
enough,
Pass.
they said that after.
Yeah.
Remember what Square Enix was saying? They were like trashing Crystal Dynamics, and I was like, you know what? You know what? Actually, now it's looking good.
Yeah.
It's messed up.
That is messed up. You're right.
Messed up.
I mean, at this point, Square Enix needs to just say, "Hey, Crystal Dynamics, we're gonna sell you to Microsoft." Right? That's what
I mean, maybe that's the case because Square Enix.
They'll be done with the Western side, Just get rid of Crystal Dynamics, get rid of
Final
Eidos,
Fantasy, right? Like for Square Enix, I mean, if we're gonna be honest, like besides like Final Fantasy, like
well, Dragon Quest, come on,
kind of behind here, and there are other studios be holding them down. People don't even realize that. Like Final Fantasy is like their major flagship. Other stuff is like
well, they're making all their money right now off Final Fantasy
Kingdom
14.
Hearts, yeah, they got Kingdom
Final
Hearts.
Fantasy 14 is where they're making their revenue
That
right
one,
now.
Final Fantasy. That's what I'm saying. It's like Final
It's the
Fantasy
online game
only, and then everything.
It's the biggest
else is
MMO
like,
there is right now.
Yeah, it's like weird with Square. I mean, like investing money because then when they invest money, they want to get the money that they're making like Final Fantasy 14, like you said. And so when they don't get that money,
got paid. That's all I'm saying. Gold got paid.
You think they paid him, and that's what caused this whole exodus from World of Warcraft over to Final Fantasy 14?
I'm not going to assume he got paid, but I'll tell you what, like he fucking paved that path.
Has he been silent recently?
Well, not specifically silent. It's just, he went and was like, you know what? Fuck WoW for a little bit. I'm going to go and play Final Fantasy 14. And, like, a giant, insane sized community was like, well, I guess I'm not fucking playing WoW. And he took. I know people have graphs of just, like, Asmongold going to play, and then, like, the entire community just switching and just going, yep.
Wild.
And he's just like, yeah, fix your fucking game. Like, do it.
Yeah. I think we're going to see World of Warcraft on consoles. It's going to happen.
Probably.
Oh, I definitely think that because, like, we see how Diablo's going. Still how Phil wants to revive certain franchises in Blizzard in itself. So
yeah, it's time. And I'm sure they can figure out the controls, and maybe they'll make some changes to the game.
Insane! Imagine Warcraft 2 if it was made correctly.
Oh, World of Warcraft 2?
Yeah, imagine if they made that.
Yeah, just do it. Just do it, I say.
I think they will, but I think you'll see WoW end up on PlayStation, Xbox. Anywhere that allows...
Oh, it needs to.
Anywhere that allows keyboard and mouse, you'll see it. So probably not the Switch.
I think there'll be a good controller version, honestly.
Yeah, but I don't think it goes to the Switch. I think it goes to PlayStation and Xbox, though.
Oh, yeah, it won't be on Switch. No. But, yeah.
Everybody would, like, lose their life to WoW.
Outside of that,
and this is where Microsoft leverages them owning, well, when they own them, where it's like, hey, you don't have to pay extra to play monthly on.
Exactly.
But on PlayStation, you do.
Yeah, they could use that as a bargaining chip. Yeah.
$15 a month.
Outside of that, I mean, that's all I've been playing. I mean, we haven't really had big releases recently.
I'm trying to think.
It slowed down a bit because, a lot of people forget, like, usually April to June, it does get, slows down.
Yeah.
Like, after, even for big AAA titles, I think the next one is
It'll slow down. Then in late May, early June, that's when the shows will come out that announce all the big games.
I think
and then we'll get the big onslaught.
The next big game is Saints Row. And that comes out.
I don't care about
in
that.
August.
Nobody cares about that game.
Yeah. And the next big game for Microsoft is not until what? Redfall, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Redfall. We need to find out when that's coming out.
It'll
Unless
be this
Motorsport
year,
break. Redfall, Motorsport,
7,
and
7.
And Starfield.
8. Yeah.
They have 3 big games this year that they're still waiting on.
They say Redfall was in beta recently.
It was an alpha, wasn't it? And the pictures got leaked and stuff, and
because they said it was
like,
beta
it doesn't look
it
good.
Like start screen, right? They said it was a beta tested skills tree or something.
Oh, I don't know, but I mean, we'll see if that game's gonna be any good. I don't know. I'm not excited about it, but if it's good, I'll play it.
It better be. It's supposed to be Arcane's big game. They better hit it out.
Yeah, but I mean, Arcane's got 2 development teams, and the.
Which one is making? Is the A team making it? Hold on, let me check.
No, this would be the B team technically, because the A team was Dishonored, and the people who made Dishonored made the team that made Dishonored worked on Deathloop, and then this would be the other team that worked on Prey that moved over to Redfall. Gotcha. But Prey wasn't a slouch, so.
Okay, well, if it's the Prey people, that still could be good.
It's still gonna be good. Yeah, it could still be good.
I think it's just gonna be a big reveal.
I'm curious how this immersive sim thing is gonna work for multiplayer. We'll see.
Gotta wait to see.
And I mean, the character designs were co-op. Yeah, but the character designs were pretty lame. They were very like, I don't know, modern, edgy. Hey, I'm a cool teenager, 20-year-old person. But, that's just me showing my age, so.
Yeah. All right. I want to try a new segment real quick.
Yeah.
This will be fun. It's called the Eric shows up at the end of the fucking show. Let's get his 30-second reaction to every news thing.
Just real quick?
Yeah, it's a quick. Eric, this is like one-liners. You got to just be like, yay or nay. Can't drag on.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
All right. You ready? You're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about eight
Damn.
of these. All right.
Got it. Okay.
All right. Witcher 4 is now using Unreal 5. Was announced. How do
Oh
you feel?
snap! Yes, I forgot
That's
about
it.
that. No.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh snap! I like it.
I'll let you finish your sentence. Don't run on. Any feeling other than
It's
no
awesome.
snap?
That's awesome.
That's
I'm
awesome.
always
Okay.
Unreal 5 is awesome.
Yeah. Kingdom Hearts 4 announced.
Yeah, you know.
Okay, moving on. Activision Blizzard is converting all game testing to full-time employees.
That's excellent, actually. That's a big
Okay.
deal.
Tencent is shutting down its game streaming service. It's like Twitch.
That's weird. That's weird.
Okay. Monkey Island is announced.
Well, no, this
Monkey
is the
Island was announced, a new one?
Yeah.
okay. This just to clarify, this Monkey Island is a direct sequel to Monkey Island 2: LeChuck's Revenge. It has nothing to, like. It's pretending that Curse of Monkey Island and the game after that, whatever it was called, and then the Telltale game does not exist because it's a Ron Gilbert game.
It's a sequel to the original directly.
This is a sequel to the second game. So this would be the
Okay.
third in the
Second.
series, technically.
Got it.
It's pretending like all the games that happen after the second game do not exist.
Damn, that's funny as hell.
Well, it's a Ron Gilbert game. That's the one he wanted to make.
Yeah, they wanted to make sure there's a difference.
All right. Next one. Max Payne remakes. 1 and 2
Awesome.
done by Remedy.
Freaking awesome. That was the best news. I forgot about that. That was freaking awesome.
Okay.
AAA quality using Northlight Engine.
Yep.
PlayStation Plus. All new.
I-
Whatever you. All
Three
new tiers.
That was okay. It was okay. It's not. We gotta wait to see what happens. It's okay.
Wait to see what that they're gonna
I
mash
don't know
them.
the games or something. You know, waiting to see what the game
The
lineup will be.
Okay, respect that. Game Pass Family Edition.
Game Pass. What is that? Is
Family
it just one
plan.
price?
They're gonna
One
do
price
a
for
Family.
5
family?
people family
Oh,
plan.
I gotta see that. Wow, I didn't even.
We don't
hear
know how
about
much it's going to cost, so.
Yeah,
But
we know
Or
they're
if-
working
if-
on
if-
it, but nobody.
they're saying
no
it's going to
details
be
yet.
cheaper than if 5 people bought it.
that. Okay. Let me check. I mean,
Which
That
makes me
alone
think it's going to be
sounds-
5 people.
what is it? It's already what? $14.99 a month, right? So
Yeah.
let me
Well,
see,
for
hold on.
Ultimate.
That's $74.95 for 5 people. If they cut that in half for 5, that could be worth it.
I think it's going to be $30.
If it, yeah, that'll be worth it. If it's $30, that'll be worth it.
Was there
like
any other ones we
Netflix,
wanted to
you
toss at? Sony and fucking up Gran Turismo 7.
Oh man, I didn't hear about that. I thought it was still, having issues since,
Okay.
It's not a surprise,
E3's dead.
That is horrible. I think. I mean, I wish I could. I'll say this. I believe EA and Ubisoft. I'll say it very quickly. Are really to blame because they don't have none of their stuff ready. And that's all I'll say. They don't have it ready.
And we didn't even talk about this, but AMD announces FSR upscaling 2.0.
That's a big deal, and it is coming to Xbox. That is a big
And
deal.
they haven't mentioned about how it's coming to PlayStation or not. Like,
I thought that was weird. By now, they should have said, "Oh yeah, it's coming to PlayStation."
that's because it's going to be FSR 1.5.
We don't even know what the hell. Yeah, it might. He might be right. You don't know. It might be.
All right.
Because why wouldn't they even say that? It was weird.
So I gotta ask, has anybody watched the Halo TV show?
I have
Not yet.
not.
I got to see it.
I've watched it. It's okay.
I heard
What's
it was
your
alright.
thoughts?
It's okay.
Okay.
It was the most streamed show of the last couple weeks. More than even Bridgerton. Which
Yeah.
is
Really?
pretty surprising, yeah. A lot of people watch the new Halo show on Paramount.
People like those sci-fi type of things. People don't understand that. People still love sci-fi stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Space Marine. Yep, it's still up there.
All right, that's it I have for game stuff.
Yeah.
Do you want to hit anything else up before we move on? End
I've
out
been
the
playing
show?
board games.
Yeah, what kind of board games you been playing?
I've been playing Gloomhaven, which has been around since 2017. It's like pretty much widely known as the best board game there is on all the internet forums and everything. And I got the prequel to the original Gloomhaven called Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion, which is like an a light version of Gloomhaven that kind of eases you into the board game. Pretty fun if you're into like video games, D&D, stuff like that. You'll feel right at home with it. It's very complex, but it's fun. I mean, it's a co-op board game, so you can play it. You can play it solo technically, or you can play it with 4 people. Like again, you're not really playing against anything. It tells you the rules on how to run the monsters as you play against them. So you essentially like for the prequel that I'm playing, the maps are already like in the book, so you just open the book and then use that as the game board. But in the base game, it comes with tiles that you put the tiles together, and it's like a hexagon grid, And certain characters can move a certain amount of spaces. Their attacks are a certain amount of damage, and you draw cards to add to that amount of damage. So it could reduce the damage, to 0, or it could just completely remove your turn. You have like special abilities and all that, just like any kind of RPG. And then there's a storyline in between each scenario, and there's branching paths where you make a decision, and based on the decision you make, you'll go to another scenario. And the prequel that I'm playing right now, though, I think it's like 20 or 30 scenarios, so it's pretty long. Each scenario can take anywhere from like 1 to 2.5 hours or so. So the thing we're having, or it could even be a half hour for some of the shorter scenarios. But you're not going to play through all the scenarios though because of the branching path. So it's one of those games though that I hear you can get a good few months out of if you have like a continuous weekly session, and then you can just always replay it and try all the different scenarios. But the main game, Gloomhaven, which is a big, like expensive $140 box apparently. That thing, from what I hear, it can last a year and a half, 2 years if you're trying to do like a weekly board game meetup. So it's pretty intense. So, but yeah, I'd like to play it with some other friends. Be fun.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm
I
just
see it
messing
on
around with my
Steam
wife.
here. I see it as very positive on Steam.
There is a PC version, like video game version for Steam. That version, it has all the same scenarios from the board game from 2017. And as DLC, they're releasing Jaws of the Lion, which is the prequel that I'm currently playing.
Nice.
So, yeah, it's very complex. But it's fun and it's brutal too. It's not easy. It is not easy. You can die very easily. But yeah, I think it'd be a fun game to try. Me and Dustin today were messing with that what's that tabletop thing called?
Tabletop Simulator.
Tabletop Simulator, yeah. We got it for like $7 on Steam today. And what's cool about it, you know how like Steam does the workshop thing for Skyrim and all that, for the mods and all that, Eric?
They have mods for it too.
They have mods for the Tabletop Simulator, which are all the different board games that are popular
Wait
right
a
now.
minute, wait a minute. I'm looking at it now. That's interesting. So
Yeah.
I can imagine what type of mods come into play.
Yeah,
kinda
yes.
cool.
So you can play all those board games
wow.
with friends online. Yeah,
What?
it's badass. Yeah, it's
You even
badass.
play poker?
Yeah, you can play poker, you can play
That's
Monopoly,
freaking
Clue,
crazy.
the
Wow,
game of life.
chess.
Yeah, yeah,
That's dope.
yeah.
Hold
And
on.
they have like official DLCs you can spend money for, but most of the good stuff is honestly just free stuff people have made mods for to play.
That's dope.
With all the like cards, even the instruction manuals built into the mods. It's really cool. It'd probably be really fun with a VR headset,
Yeah, I see VR there. You sitting at the table.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, it'd be fun to try sometime. We should get you in on it, Eric.
I'm stunned at that simulator. Well, they got a simulator for everything. I mean, I
Yeah.
played the Steam demo. Was it Robber Simulator?
Oh, never played
That
that.
was funny as hell. That came out during the last Steam demo. It was one of the best simulators I've ever played, for real. I was stunned by it.
Yeah.
One of the best.
Do you want to talk about anything else,
I
Dustin?
was robbing houses. I mean, it's not a stereotype or anything, but yeah.
You brought it up. I didn't. All right. Well, I think that's where we end the show. Well, you know what? That's not how we're gonna end it. But thanks everybody for tuning in this week.
Yeah.
I would really love for everybody to check out our other show called The Table. Comes on Wednesdays about 7 p.m. Eastern. So our goal
we missed last Wednesday.
Yeah. Huh?
Sorry, we missed last Wednesday.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But
That's my fault.
Should
But
be
we'll
this
be back.
Wednesday. We're all looking forward to it.
We're gonna climb Kelvin's cairn.
Yes, in Icewind Dale for doing D&D 5th edition. So if you're interested, please tune in. Should be a fun time. I know I think I would say every session we've recorded has been pretty fun. Like, people really enjoyed themselves, making voices, doing all kinds. I mean, had one person even said it sounded like kind of a little bit of an audio drama, a little bit was.
What's that?
And,
what are you talking about?
Who was it? It was one of the people who listened to us in chat. But what was it? I'm also still on my quest to save the alcohol of Icewind Dale, and we lost Eric.
Yeah, we did lose Eric.
But yeah, let's save the alcohol.
That'll be after we climb the mountain. But
yeah,
first thing after the mountain, you're probably going to be trying to
need to get some beer.
Yeah.
But I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in and hanging out. And we got Eric back. Eric,
I'm here.
say goodbye.
Bye. See you later.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
All right. Thanks everybody for tuning in live. We appreciate it. Y'all are awesome. Please check us out. Like I said again, letsgamealready.com, and we'll see y'all later.